Let's start with your reading, Sagittarius. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future. And then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about the messages. Keep in mind that in general readings, energies go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Now, let's begin with your reading. Okay. All right, you got some pretty major cards over here. The Magician, the Fool, the Star, the Hierophant. Definitely something important going on here. The main energy for the reading, as I was saying, is the Magician today. Someone is trying to manifest a connection, potentially a reconciliation, or trying to manifest some sort of communication, wanting to do something which will kickstart an interaction in between the two of you. Potentially, this is someone who's going to put up a performance for you, trying to get your attention. This is someone truly focused on you. Even if they might not show it in the moment, they definitely are. As far as you go, Sagittarius, I just get this feeling that when it comes to this, and when it comes to love in general, you have zero expectations overall, which means that whatever this Magician is manifesting will surprise you. So let's see if it's a good surprise or not. In the recent past, Four of Wands and the Fool, what we see here is that this person hasn't really shown a lot of interest towards this connection, if I have to be honest. Potentially, they were playing hard to get. They might have disappeared at some point. And overall, they didn't put enough work into this connection. Looking at the combination of the Fool with the Magician especially, it almost feels as though someone here is thinking, I don't want to let things drift apart again. As if they were regretting their actions in the past, the actions they have taken in the previous Fool energy. And right now they want to make up for it. We'll see what this is about as soon as we clarify. In the current energies, Justice, Star, definitely here someone wants to bring justice into this situation. One of the main things that the Star brings to the reading is definitely renewal. I don't know at which extent yet, but there is someone in this situation who has changed a lot, completely reevaluating their intentions and overall vision for this connection. And I do believe that at a certain degree, you have both changed and solidified into your own environment. Especially you, Sagittarius, you seem to be very confident right now, especially when it comes to emotional connections. You don't feel the need to be in one, You've decided to open up only when it feels right, and not because you might be trying to fill the void for something that it's not there. It looks like the two of you might come together once more, and if you do, you'll barely recognize each other. We'll see what this is about. In the near future, Hierophant and King of Cups, things are moving fast. And I know that it sounds cheesy, but the first message I got right now when I looked at these cards was, I'm going to love you no matter what. Obviously, we'll see what this is about when we clarify, but it's clear right away that you have a lot of love coming towards you. And this is good love. This is stable energy. Someone aware of themselves and aware of the connection they have with you. You might feel as though going back to this or going back to love in general is the last thing that you want to do, Sagittarius, but this will challenge that position of yours. We'll see what this is going to be. Let's start clarifying, and let's start with your recent past. If you hear the noise outside, it's just the rain. It's raining in LA today. Ace of Wands, the Sun, and Judgment. What we see here is that at the beginning, this person acted very immature because they didn't realize how important this actually was for them. We see right here with Judgment and the Ace of Wands that they treated this as just a spark, something very small, but not something that they were investing into. They didn't see how the spark could have turned into the sun, something absolutely beautiful that you did not want to miss out on. This looks like someone who was not looking for a relationship, to be honest with you. And even if you were in one with them, deep down, they never seen themselves in a relationship, if that makes sense. This overall dynamic made you struggle a lot, Sagittarius. You always had to go out of your way in order to figure out what this person felt, what they were thinking. Often you needed to read in between the lines and beg for answers or validation. This can definitely impact your self-confidence if you don't find a way to get out of it as soon as possible. As I usually say in my readings, we always accept the love we think we deserve. And when we realize that we have allowed ourselves to enter a situation where the other person just toyed with us, it's very easy to end up disappointed in the other person, but also in ourselves. But you, Sagittarius, you got out of this. And we see it with the next few messages. You didn't stick around too long, and you did what was right for you. I love that. So let's clarify the current energies right now. Five of Cups, Nine of Cups, and High Priest. What is going on here? Here we go with the Magician. You know what's curious right now? Usually time washes away passion, connections, but this person seems more crazy for you than they've ever been. Time will definitely help you understand who is important and who is not important. And it clearly had a big impact on this person. As far as you go, Sagittarius, I see that the main thing you're focused on right now is your independency, is your stability, wanting to provide to yourself those things that in the past you were expecting from external people potentially. Obviously, we still want connections, but right now you understand that there are things that you need to give to yourself. Things that are way too important and fundamental for you to delegate to someone else. You do not want to end up in that Five of Cups ever again. You have become a stronger person, and it shows, Sagittarius, big time. You should definitely be proud of yourself because this is not easy to do. Proud of who you've become, regardless of all the setbacks. And although you might still have a bittersweet taste in your mouth when you think about this person, you have good memories and bad memories, you realize that they don't have the same emotional power that they used to have on you in the past. This is a very interesting dynamic right now, and I love to see the position that you find yourself in. Because this person is coming in with some major love, with some major moves. And I do believe, I didn't see this at first, the lovers, I do believe that they're going to challenge that new position of yours. So let's see, let's clarify the near future energy. Oof, the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Wands. What is going on? I have to say, I'm definitely impressed by this person. This is someone who comes in with transparency and determination, the Chariot, full speed. But most of all, someone who knows that they might get rejected by you at this point. Perhaps you have blocked them, or you made it clear that you didn't want to hear from them again. Nevertheless, This person wants to come in, regardless of how you're going to react. 901s, they are expecting a wall. They are expecting a major gate there that they might not be able to open. They almost feel like, regardless of how this goes, they owe this to you, you know? They definitely have a long-term vision in mind, ready to even take a hit if they have to. They're not afraid of that at all because they know that in time, potentially with persistence, they might end up changing your mind. And I do believe that this is that type of unconditional love that they are bringing to the table at this point, and it will shake the ground underneath you because you were not expecting for them to be like this ever. This is very selfless type of energy, whereas in the past, this person might have been instead very selfish. It will make you wonder, where is this really coming from? I definitely start seeing you second guessing yourself a little bit, thinking that you thought you would never get involved in this anymore, but now wondering if you should talk to them, see where it goes, see what this is about. Is this a wise thing to do? Let's see. Let's do this. Let's flip the reading and let's see why now. Why is this person doing this now? And what are their true long-term intentions? Is this something you should look into? And how is it all bound to evolve this time around? 501s, there's definitely a conflict within you. You're not sure what to do at this point, and you might take your time, you might block it a little bit, but eventually this is a decision that you'll have to make. So let's see what this person is going to say and how much you should expect from this given the current energies. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Sagittarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live reading. The reading is now 45 minutes long. Let's do a little bit longer and see if that's enough. 30 minutes was just not enough. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Sagittarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming energies is the Wheel of Fortune. What an amazing card. And by the way, what is the bridging energy? This is the card that looks back at this moment, in this situation, knowing already what the outcome is going to be in the long run. And it wants to give you an idea of the overall trajectory of the situation. And this is looking pretty good. This talks about something that happens in the right time. Something that feels random, feels maybe even rushed, or it doesn't make sense. You cannot see where it's coming from, but that instead was intended to happen right now. From the very start, even if things didn't work out before, there is definitely the universe at play here as well, with all these major arcana. Definitely something that is out of your control, but that you can still ignore. You still have the power to ignore and just, focus on something else. And eventually it might go away. But should you ignore it, Sagittarius? How much of this really is going to make you happy in the future? Is this something that is going to make you happy in the future? Or are you finding yourself again into something that looks very good and then eventually becomes very frustrating for you? Let's see. Let's start with clarifying this incoming energy. And although I loved these two cards, the Hierophant and the King of Cups, the King of Wands sometimes puts up that performance for you, that fireworks show, because maybe they're trying to distract you from something else. Maybe they're trying to hide something right here. Maybe it's just my impression, but we'll see. 5 of Swords, maybe not. Let's see what this is about, because it's looking good, but I want to confirm it. Now, let's start then with clarifying both the King of Wands and the Magician. Okay, Okay, we definitely got our answer right here. There is definitely a difference in between what you're seeing, what you're about to see, and what's actually going on underneath the surface. And we could see it right here with the first two cards, the Page of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Now, this is some